Hamastu, Ashe, Hatep, Hotep, Shalom, Salam, and all the other many ways there are to say the word peace. Begin all thoughts and all actions by using the all. First of all praise is due to the Most High God. No individual should ever undergo any great or important undertaking without first invoking, evoking, or provoking the blessing from their own Supreme Being. With that being said, welcome back everyone to our latest episode and transmission of Introduction into Studying with the Trefoil Social Club. If you've listened to any of our previous episodes, you know that we begin with a little music, so let's get started. All right, everybody, welcome back. So, everyone who has watched this episode knows that we don't have any set topic. With that being said, let's just get right into it, you know? Let's look up what is the word economics. They don't have, well, the root word of it is the word economy, obviously. The branch of knowledge concerned with the production, consumption, and transfer of wealth. The condition of a region or group as regards material prosperity. Economics is the social science that studies the production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. Economics focuses on the behavior and interactions of economic agents and how economies work. Okay, so let's look up what is the word economy. Oh no, oh no. Economy comes from the Greek word meaning household and manage. So the Greek origin of the word economy means household management. Okay, let's just start with that and let's go from there. Is an area of the production, distribution, and trade as well as consumption of goods and services by different agents. Understood in its broadest sense, the economy is defined as a social domain that emphasizes the practices, discourses, and material expressions associated with the production, use, and management of resources. Okay, economic agents can be individuals, businesses, organizations, or governments. Excuse me. Economic transactions occur when two groups or parties agree to the value or price of the transacted good or service, commonly expressed in a certain currency. However, monetary transactions only account for a small part of the economic domain. Economic activity is spurred by production, which uses natural resources, labor, and capital. It has changed over time due to technology, automation, accelerator of process, reduction of cost functions, innovation, new products, services, processes, expanding markets, diversification of markets, niche markets, increases revenue functions, such as that which produces intellectual property and changes in industrial relations, most notably child labor being replaced in some parts of the world with universal access to education. A market-based economy is one where goods and services are produced and exchanged according to demand and supply between participants, economic agents, by barter or a medium of exchange with a credit or debit value accepted within the network, such as a unit of currency. Okay. A green economy is low carbon, resource efficient, and socially inclusive. In a green economy, growth in income and employment is driven by public and private investments that reduce carbon emissions and pollution, enhance energy and resource efficiency, and prevent the loss of biodiversity in economic services. The first recorded sense of the word economy is in the phrase the management of economic affairs, found in a work possibly composed in a monastery in 1440. Mhm. One of the first things we want to point out is it says that the first recorded sense of the word economy is in the phrase the management of economic affairs, found in a work possibly composed. The one first, the word possibly, but it says in a monastery, 1440. So that means the first people that was practicing what we're being labeled here as economics was the church. Okay, we're done with, we know what an economy is. What is group economics? While there is no formal definition, group economics can be defined as one group of people who have a common economic interest. That group agrees to actively and consciously pursue that economic interest together to create a sustainable and secure economy for themselves. Oh, Lord. Oh, what was that? Back up. My phone be doing some other stuff, y'all. Y'all gotta forgive me. They don't like. And we ain't even doing nothing. This ain't even nothing. Let's go all the way down. What is that? Let's just take a sneak peek. Okay. Let you all can obviously see the screen. You all can obviously read. Where we're going to start reading is once there, OW purchased a 40-acre tract of undeveloped land, where he built a grocery store on a dirt road that ran just north of the train tracks traversing the city. OW later forged a partnership with fellow black businessman John the Baptist Stratford, aka JB, with whom he shared a general distrust of white people. Both men chose to go by their initials instead by their first names. This action was a form of silent protest because men in the South were customarily addressed by their surnames, while boys were called by their first names. Sadly, black adult males were often addressed by their first names by white men as a form of emasculation. By using their initials, OW and JB circumvent this practice. OW and JB occasionally held divergent opinions. For example, while OW subscribed to the philosophies of African American educator Booker T. Washington, JB favored the more radical views of the civil rights activist W.E.B. Du Bois. Despite their differences, the pair worked in the lockstep to develop an all-black district in Tulsa. They subdivided the land into housing zones, retail lots, alleys, and streets, all of which were exclusively available to other African Americans who were fleeing lynchings and other racial horrors. Okay, after OW built several square two-story brick boarding houses near his grocery store, he called the street on which these structures sat Greenwood Avenue, after the Mississippi town from which many of his elder residents hailed. Before long, the entire area became known as Greenwood, which soon became the site for a school, as well as an African Methodist Episcopal church. But OW's crowning project was the Gurley Hotel, whose high-quality